Good afternoon, everyone. I guess I have like the highest job right now because everyone is already tired and they're like, this guy should say what he wants to say. Let's just go, let's go and chill out about that. All the speakers have said like really amazing stuff and a lot has been covered. So I'm just going to brush off like a few points that you mentioned, and then I'm going to talk about myself and my journey from being a student to like where I am today. Because I finished from Bells to I finished 2 years ago, by the way, and I guess 2020 was is probably not counted, so I guess I finished 1 year ago because 2020 took 1 year for everyone. Um, all right, so before I start, I'm just going to say that like the first thing I tell anyone or what I like to say first is that um all advice is bias, right? All advice is bias. Like anything anyone tells you, like works, but they're in a unique position for it to work for them. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you, right? And just I'm just generated to the notion that all advice is biased because, for example, now I give you like a very good example. Everybody knows Warren Buffett, right? People say, "Oh, invest your money, invest your money, invest your money," right? And someone else could tell you, "Oh, enjoy your life, enjoy your life, enjoy your life," right? So if you follow Warren Buffett's advice and you invest all your money and all that stuff, right? That guy is like 90 and he's still investing. Why? Do you get? Don't you want to enjoy your life? And if you enjoy your life, you follow this person and you enjoy your life, you enjoy your life, you enjoy your life, and then you end up maybe paying 60 and you're paying less and you don't have money, right? You get. So all advice is biased. The most important thing is to really break it down, pick the main points, and you you add it to your own knowledge and then you make it work for you, right? Now, people so something that people also don't put into perspective is that um people that give advice already had some set of circumstances or some stuff or some condition that allow that advice to work for them, right? For example, now, say I could walk up to someone and tell the person, "Oh, write code. I mean, just take like 2 months, put your head into it, write code and all that. You get a job and you do whatever, and then you become great and stuff, right?" But if that advice worked for me, right, it means that maybe, oh, I come from like a well-to-do family, right? And it means that if I decide to not work for 3 months or whatever, right, then I can take all the time I need to learn whatever I want to learn and do whatever I want to do. And then eventually I can work and get a job and all that, right? But if someone that was probably like an Uber driver came to reached out to me and said, "Oh, I'm trying to transition into tech, or I'm trying to do some stuff," right? If I give him that advice is going to be very, very bad for him because then he's not going to be able to make like as much trips as he should. He's not going to be able to pay his bills. Eventually, he spends 2 months, maybe he's homeless or something, and then he's back, and then he now has to do more trips to pay back his debt and some stuff, right? So um to me advice is just like bad. So just like pick whatever the person is saying and then add your own stuff and then make it work for you, right? Now, when I was a student, I was more like everyone. I was tired. I was like, "Oh, what am I going to do in my life? And how do I make it? How do I make money? How do I become something and stuff, right?" So it's really, really confusing and very, very depressing. And then you just start to think about like all the stuff that you have to do and everything, and then you look at what this person is doing, what that person is doing, right? So the easiest thing that people do when they face like difficult situations and they are thinking of how to make it is they look at what other people are doing. They say, "Oh, this person is maybe he's doing tech, he's making money, he's doing front end. Okay, this person is doing chim guy is like is making shares, he's doing stuff, and okay, I can be a designer and some stuff, right?" And then like often people just pick one that they feel that, "Oh, okay, maybe I have design stuff and all that. Maybe I can I think I can do what Chimp is doing now or something." Then they go and make their own shares and all that, right? Now, So what I would say to that is the first step for like everyone here, if you're looking to maybe change or transition or you're trying to get to the next level or you want to do something and maybe you currently feel lost, something that helps me was the first step is to seek unknown unknowns, right? So you're making decisions based on the options that you think are available to you right now, but you don't know the decisions that are available to you that you don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So the easiest way to find unknown unknowns is to talk to people, right? So number one, you want to like do your research, right? You want to do a lot of research, you want to expand your knowledge, right? So for example, say someone who just finished secondary school trying to get into uni, and I guess right off the bat they just think that the courses for them to study is medicine, law, all that, and then they just jump into one because my mother says I should be a lawyer. Then I mean that's not really good, right? So you want to do your research, find out like other stuff that you don't know exists, and then you want to talk to as much people and talk to them and say, oh, okay, I'm trying to do this, or do you have any experience with this, or what do you think I can do, and all that, right? So if you're trying to transition into a tech field or you're trying to transition into something, right? Because my topic is how to what is tech or maybe how to help people get into tech, right? I guess the first step before doing that is to know all your available options, right? So you want to know all your available options before you eventually decide that this is the option that I want to go for, right? Now, talking to people helps you figure out more options, and then it also tells you more about the particular option that you wanted to go for, right? One very very like challenging stuff that people face is maybe they talk to someone, right, and then they discover that okay, maybe being a software developer is a good option for them, right, and then they want to be a software developer, right? That's like that's very very hard, right? Because you think about it from maybe one step in terms of just being where you are now to being a software developer, right? That's how you think about it. But you really want to break that one step into like as many steps as possible. Probably like 100 steps, 1,000 steps, and all that, right? The easiest way to do that too is to talk to people, right? So you talk to someone, you tell the person, oh, I want to become a software engineer, I want to become a lawyer, I want to get this and all that, right? And then from talking to a lot of people, right? Remember, no advice is good or perfect, right? So you want to talk to as much people as you can, and then you want to say, oh, okay, maybe I've realized that these are the like top 10 major qualities or features to get into this aspect of being at this point, right? So if maybe becoming like a software engineer means, oh, you have to have foundational knowledge, you have to have business knowledge, you have to have this, you have to have that, right? And then you have like all those 10 steps, right? Then you want to talk to more people, right? You want to talk to more people about each one of those steps to break them down into 10 more steps, right? So you talk to someone about, oh, okay, how does, so maybe one step out of the 10 steps was maybe having business knowledge, right? And then you meet someone and then you ask them, oh, okay, how do I have more business knowledge, right? And then you get all these opinions and advice from different people which are bad for you. So your job is to find the good one, like what works for you, right? And then you now break each one of these steps into 10 more steps, right? So then you realize that from where you are to where you need to, right? To where you need to be, like from where you are right now to being maybe a good software engineer, there are 100 steps, right? And then you have all that's laid out in front of you, and then you just begin to take all of the steps, right? So that's the first thing I want to talk to people about, right? Now the second thing I want to talk to people about that has helped me or how it has like shaped how I approach things, right, is getting a job, right? Getting a job. So this also this is also about like how people can like maybe break into tech or break into like another industry or stuff that works for them, right? Now, people think that when you want to find a job or when you're looking for something, right, all you just have to do is You go to the resume or you go to their website, you see the position, and then you submit your resume, and then you apply for the job or something. They call you for an interview and stuff. That's really not the way it works. Everything that you do is a journey, right? And if you're looking for a job, right, looking for a job is also a journey, right? And I'd like to say that there are qualitative and quantitative skills that you need to get a job, right? So, in terms of quantitative skills, those are like measurable stuff, like maybe like your programming knowledge, like how many commits, or maybe if you're a lawyer, maybe how many cases you got, or something. If you're a football player, how many goals you scored, and all that, right? But in terms of qualitative stuff, I like to think of it as as people skills, soft skills, and just different stuff, right? So if you're going to get a job, for example, right, you have to think about the journey, and then you have to think about all the skills that are involved, right? So for example, now, if I was going to get a job at, say, who can give an example of somewhere or something? What do you say? Okay. Now I'm looking for a job as Flutter as what position? As a product manager at Flutter, right? Now, if you want to get a job, right, the it's best to give as much time as possible to get the job, right? So if you want to be a product manager at Flutter, for example, right, the longer you have to prepare for the job, the more you increase your chances, right? So it means that the more you can find like more unknown unknowns, like more things that you don't know that you need to know about getting the job, right? So if I was going to be um, a PM at product as Flutter, for example, now I'm not going to aim to be a PM at Flutter next month or thereabouts. I'll aim to be a PM at Flutter in the next 6 months, right? And the first step is, in terms of qualitative, right? I want to find people who work at Fluttery, right? I want to find two, three, five, 10 people. I want to find as much people as I can. I want to find PMs who work at Fluttery, right? And I want to tell them, oh, okay, um, please, I'm trying to be a PM at Flutter Wave and all that. Um, how can I get to become a PM, and what are the skills that I need? What are the technologies that you use and all that, right? So they'll tell me, oh, you need qualitative knowledge, you need this, you need that, you need all that, and many have. And then I'll go back to my drawing board, and then I'll start to learn all this stuff. I'll start to read materials, and then I want to take that progress back to the person I reached out to and said, oh, okay, oh, okay, you told me I need to learn this, so I need to learn that. I've progressed with this, I've done this, I wrote this article, I did this, I did that, I did this for this particular organization. What do you think about that, right? And then you want to get their feedback from that, right? So this is like preparations before you actually apply for the job, right? And also something I've also learned and something that also helps me out was anytime anytime I apply for a job or I apply somewhere, right, and I get rejected from a previous position, I I message the hiring manager back and I say, oh, thank you so much and all that. I really enjoyed talking to you. Um, oh, I really enjoyed talking to you. Um, but can you give me feedback on what I did wrong and all that, right? And then from there, you keep that conversation going. And when you are applying for a new role, you can go back to the hiring manager and say, please, I'm applying for this new role at this new company. Are you free to help me prep for the role and or stuff, right? Yeah, a lot of people have helped me out with that, and that has really helped me, right? So back to what I was saying. Um, so you basically take your feedback back to the person that spoke to you about what you needed to be, what you needed to do, and then you want to keep telling them about all your progress and all that. And then eventually you get to the stage whereby you now need to apply for the job, and then um, you basically you basically have people who are cheering for you behind, like behind the scenes, and then you've done all your assignment and all that, and then you basically apply for the job, and then you try to get the job, right? Um, what's one more thing I want to talk about? So basically, You want to do your research, talk to as much people as you can. Um, you want to um, you want to find unknown unknowns, and by the easiest way to find unknown unknowns is to talk to as many people as you can. You want to talk to as many people. You want to break the steps. You want to keep talking to people about your feedback, right? And in seeking unknown unknowns too, um, I remember I said something about talking to people, right? So talking to people can also help you create opportunities that you did not think were available to you, right? So, for example, you can talk to like a founder or a CEO, or you talk to just people who are building stuff, right? And you say, "Oh, I see that you guys are building value here, right? And I want to be part of this value. How can I be part of this value, right?" And then they basically tell you, "Oh, this is what my organization is," and all that. And you tell them, "Oh, okay, can you give me some time? How can I be more valuable and stuff, right?" So I hope I've been able to share some tips that helps me and might help you be able to break into tech. So basically, in summary, seek unknown unknowns and talk to as many people as you can. Thank you very much.